And so the question is, could you just talk about how internationalization of both students who are from the university who study abroad and students from abroad who come to the university, how that change in perspective, that broadening of experience and knowledge impacts, I guess, the transitional mission and the human project that the university is working with right now?
Sure. I'm quite sure many of you have seen Donna Bryson's work, which answers that question. Donna Bryson is a very talented journalist from your country for the Associated Press, and she's just written a book called It's a Black-White Thing. You're probably more likely to hear it in South Africa than in the United States. So it's all about the impact of these exchange programs that we did with freshman students initially. This is the big difference that happens when we send our student leaders and potential student leaders to the United States, Europe, Asia, and now Africa, other parts of Africa. They come back with a few things that has changed for them. One is they no longer believe South Africa is unique. Okay? So by learning about the Civil Rights Project in your country, they say, oh my gosh, these people are struggling with the same issues, etc., etc. So the first thing is no longer to think that you're unique, because you know that the country you think there's only two countries, by the way, in the world that think they're exceptional: South Africa and the United States. I cringe when your president is talking about exceptionalism. You're not exceptional. This country is not exceptional. There was no bloody rainbow. We're ordinary people trying to make good, on a promise. So that changes students, the fact that they're not. The second thing is, what changes students, certainly from our campuses, is that they are confronted with different dimensions of diversity. In other words, it's no longer just a race issue. When they go to NYU, for example, the first lecture every time that scares the hell out of them is about transgender, bisexual, you can imagine. I mean, that puts a few kids in serious existential, dilemmas for a few weeks. So they realize that this thing is not just about race, which is South Africa's obsession, or like divorcing your country, probably to the 20th century. There's other stuff going on. There's issues of sexual diversity, there's issues of ethnicity, there's issues of, and so by seeing this thing in a more complex way, that begins to make them a bit more humble about their understanding of the world. The third thing is, they come back, our students come back, especially from the United States, being a lot louder and a lot more confident. And when I ask them, for example, what is the one thing you saw there that is different from here, every generation of F1 students will say the same thing. Professor, in their classes, the students ask questions, which is not typical here. So the professor still here thinks he's a close relative of the Almighty. And that leads to certain challenges in the university culture. Small, but challenging. Those are some of the big differences. For the students who come here and the faculty from, particularly your country mainly, but also from Belgium and the other European countries, the big impact, I think, as indeed you guys have already found, is they find the South African story a little bit more complex than they read from afar. They're often surprised by how openly South Africans talk about race. They talk about our optimism. They talk about how friendly people are. And they begin to get a sense of a country that is still very far from Mandela's vision of New South Africa, but at the same time, very loud and sometimes obnoxious in the public discourse about where it is and where it wants to be. So I like that, and the fact that people keep coming back suggests to me that they find something intellectually but also, socially attractive as they think about the problem of change. So that enriches us enormously. For me to have you here, trust me, as Darren knows, it's not just about having you here, it's that my students can see very smart students from your country, very diverse in every way, and see themselves in you, and see you as a role model, and see yourself as a role model. That for me means so much. That they are able to, when Joshua Jansen came, some of them are school kids, just say, man, I can use my legs to get out of here, out of this poverty. They can see opportunities through the lives we live. And hopefully you would have some experience as you meet our students. So I still believe I'm a Fulbright. And as you know, the Fulbright program is focused on this human understanding across cultures. So that we never ever arrive in a place like the Middle East right now, where everybody believes they're right. Each side believes they're right. And so they blow each other. There's got to be another way out of this. Okay. Or Northern Ireland, which is now back in turmoil because Boston colleagues decided to keep all these videos of these interviews secret that indicates some criminals on that side. There must be another way out of trouble. And if talking, as we try to do with students from Rwanda, genocide, students from the United States, students from everywhere, from Cyprus, we have regular people here from Cyprus. If we can just continue to talk and find that third way, then I think we'll get there.
Thank you.